Hi guys, I've changed the ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts a little bit. We start with the ArcoNet from this year, from May the 1st, and we did an offline installation, of course, ext4 system deboot, and then you have a system based on Arch with the ArcoLinux configuration, and you can start with any other ISO as long as it's Arch, and then you run the ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts. Do I have already that available? I have, right? So basically, if you don't have it, you say get Nemesis on, and then you have two choices. ArcoLinux ATT is basically the same thing. ATT is the ArcoLinux tweak tool. And then you get this folder that you can, well, that you need to update it. If it has been a while, you do git pull, get new code in. So I changed something to the 120, install core software, and you do your thing. The reason for the video is the following. I've made many videos that are now called edu. They start with edu. And I explained to you how it is possible to grab the code from Awesome, from ArcoLinux, to grab the code from ChatWM. No, did not show you that. i3 I've shown you, LeftWM, Qtile, right? But these are the guys I've prepared for you. So you're in luck if you say, I want to have Awesome, I want to have Bspwm, ChatWM, i3, LeftWM, Qtile. So the 6. This will be the 6 guys that I have shown you, and the rest is up to you, right? The rest you need to figure out yourself by watching videos, and it's not that hard. So the new kids on the block, well, I can actually also do number 1, right? Because then you can select, I want to have Bspwm. That's the new guy on the block. But it's just a ChatGPT exercise, this little script here. So have a look at the code. Might be interesting to help somebody to use something like that for your own scripts. But this is the new guy, right? So basically that's the only thing you need. BSP, if you want that, you need 2 things. Let's have a look. So ISO is this, and we update the system. You need some access. You need access to Nemesis. Now you see that Nemesis is not available. Chaotic, sure. ArcoLinux repo, okay, but right, it's not gonna be updated anymore. And when we run this, he's gonna want, I don't think that was my password. Let's do it again. Right? When it says, let's grab it, right? Edu are things not from ArcoLinux, are edu stands for Erik Dubois. It comes from the Nemesis repo. The Nemesis repo, non está aquí, right? It's just not there. So things will work, but not all of the things, right? Chaotic or Arch will provide the packages I've listed, and you can have a look at the packages in this particular way. Voila, an editor, right? Have a look at your preferred editor. But in here are edu stuff. And it's the edu stuff that he does not find, of course, because it's not there, with all the red lines there as a consequence. So basically, right, yeah, we have Bspwm, which is an application, but there is no configuration, and that's always an issue, and without the config. Okay, what's next then? Well, you need to figure out that you are, well, you have the Nemesis repo. The simplest thing is run this. It really is the simplest thing, but it will run so much, right? And then everything is set up the way I want. And that's always been the point, right? Change those ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts the way you like. So when on Arch, well, there's a pacman.conf here. Give me pacman.conf Arch Nemesis Celtic ArcoLinux. Let's see what that does. So not so invasive, basically. It's gonna copy paste the code over. Not only that, but it's also going to install Celtic keyring, Celtic mirror list will get installed. And when I update again, it will include the Nemesis repo. Look at the difference up here. After multilib, there's Celtic AOR. After multilib, there's Nemesis repo. And yes, indeed, there is also something I would like to say in another video, but Yeah, right. There are two things now that are coming from the Nemesis repo, which is the ArcoLinux logout. I've said in many videos I'll keep maintaining it because I like it. It's super X in tiling window manners to get out, to log, etc. shut down. This is quite recent. I thought, why not, right? So I'm playing around with the ArcoLinux tweak toolkit, making it the way I see it. Basically, I'm slimming it down so it can do less, right? Less is more. So sure, let's update and get the new packages in. If Nemesis is ready, is there, I can rerun this thing. And then, right, then he'll find edu bspwm. That's the config that's coming in. He'll find the polybar. We need a polybar for it. And the Rofi themes, so Rofi and Rofi themes come in. The way edu xfce is looking, and this is why we make these videos, right? ArcoNet xfce is there. What I need to do prior to installing Arco edu xfce is remove Arco xfce. So here goes what I should do on my end. Sublime text, voila. Let's kill this. We go to Bspwm, and in here we're trying to install this, right? And first of all, we should remove that particular package. So it's enough to say sudo pacman -remove without confirmation. Just do it, my friend, right? No confirm. Arco, I have to look again. It has to be super correct, of course. Here he is, ArcoNet xfce. ArcoNet xfce. And that's it. Remove it prior to installing the one that replaces it, because it's exactly the same thing. I just renamed it, right? Pushing it online with that one, right? That's the Nemesis. Change is online. Change bspwm. Voila, you'll find it on GitHub. Go back here, go in here, and that is really why I like this. Git pull. Try out again, run it again, right? Run it again and see what happens. So down here we're removing it, right? Removing it. Nope, not down here. Up here. Here we are removing it, and down here we're installing it. Basically replacing one with the other. It contains also settings for 2NR and settings for xfce4. And that's it. Script has been improved, has been tested, super X. We are going to reboot, showing you that nothing really happened with xfce, and then go to bspwm. So this is a minimal kind of change. I would normally run 0, right? And then let it do its job. Everything is set the way I like. Just showing you that xfce is still very much xfce, right? Nothing changed, not really. Super X, logout. But we got something new. If this happens in VirtualBox sometimes, right? It's just unclickable now. Right Control R. Let's try that again. It's some kind of setting I think I need to change. So let's stop, power off. What if, all right, and just try. What if it's this? Enable 3D acceleration. Does it need these days that particular setting? Switch around the settings, try again, basically. I guess not. So it's not that particular setting indeed. How about this one? That's working. Control T, we're still here. This is what we've installed. Super X logout. And now it's working. All right. So maybe I could change my template settings. So we're still here, of course. Neo is not installed. FF is not installed. But we have Bspwm. We have Polybar up here. You can play around with colors and settings and all that. Super X is there, Super D is there, Super Shift D is there, and Super X, that's the one ArcoLinux logout I like so much, because there is so many things in here, right? And so often I take handy, let's take something else just to show you. Save settings, escape, Super X, and we see this. Maybe you like this. Anyway, right, so me personally, I think I'm gonna see what if I clone this particular setting and set this today to this. So next time I clone something else, install some other machine, I will see if this is a better setting for me on this particular machine with these time frame, right? It's now mid-May, maybe something changed, updates and all that. Voila, you've got Bspwm, and it's an easy install. You can do it on so many ArcoLinux based systems, but of course I try to test, see if the ArcoNet ISO that we've delivered, the last one, is good for us. But always there is some kind of thinking process, right? I don't have Nemesis repo. How do I get the Nemesis repo? Either by running the .0 or just going in here, right? Either by running this guy, or we're on something, right, based on Arch. When on Arch based, then there is no Yeo, there's no Paru, we want that. And we want the pacman.conf. You can change this thing to anything, rewrite the scripts again, right? That's the point, rewrite it. 12 is not to your liking, you want to change to 20, do change it to 20, right? Save, done. It's now 20. And then put this thing, put these scripts on your own repo and git clone them and be in control. All right, and you'll enjoy Bspwm.